Hi, welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today we are going to be talking about The Selection by Kiera Cass. This book is described as being a mix between The Bachelor and The Hunger Games, and I think that's a pretty fair description. This book takes place in the future with a dystopian society called Ilia. In this society, there's a caste system, and you're given numbers. 8s are homeless hobos, and 1s are royalty. And in this society, to marry into the royal family, you have to go through a process called the selection, where basically they go throughout the entire kingdom and they pick 35 girls based on different criteria, and you go to the palace and you basically are competing to become the next princess. In this book, our main character is America Singer. She is a 5, and the 5s are basically entertainers, so she's really good at music. And in the beginning of the novel, she's in love with a 6, whose name is Aspen. And the first 50 pages of the book are basically them and their forbidden romance. Every night, they go outside, they prance around, they make out, say how much they love each other, repeat this over and over a couple times, and it gets really obnoxious. So, America's mom really wants her to enter the selection. America's like, no, I'm happy with my life, I don't care. But even Aspen tells her to do it, so she's just like, I'm not going to get picked, but oh well, I'm going to do it. And I mean, it's really obvious that she's going to get picked, and she does. And when she does, she and Aspen have a fight, and he kind of just goes off at her and says, oh, sorry, America, I don't really love you anymore. Bye. And I really hated his character. He was just awful and mean, and I just hated him. All he did was, he would just look down on her, and it was just awful. So when America goes to the palace, all the other girls are kind of trying to make themselves look better for the prince, and America's just like, no, I want to stay myself. And I actually like that about her. And after a while at the palace, she starts making friends, and then she meets the prince. And their first encounter is actually pretty funny, because she's just like, I don't like you, you're stuck up, whatever. And I mean, I would never have the courage to tell someone that. I'd say it in my head, but I wouldn't say it out loud. And that's kind of why Prince Maxon fell in love with her, because she was different. I mean, I never see all that coming. I didn't know the prince would fall in love with her. I hated this book because it was really obvious. It was obvious she was going to get picked. It was obvious the prince was going to fall in love with her. And it was just obvious. I really liked the prince's character, though. He was kind of the typical, stuffy prince on the outside, but he really has a heart. America, I have some really mixed feelings about, because at sometimes I really liked her because she actually admitted that she had flaws. And at the end of the book, she doesn't really pick Aspen or Maxon. She says, no, I'm choosing me. I'm not going to choose either of you. And I admired her for that. But at other times, she's basically just really annoying, because at the one part she's on a date with Maxon and she just describes Aspen. She's just like, I'm still in love with him even though he broke up with me. And I'm like, what are you doing? Maxon actually likes you. He's the one right in front of you. Stop reflecting on the jerk face from your past. Overall, I say this book was okay to good, because there was a serious lack of world building. You didn't know really why there was a caste system, how it got there. And then throughout the book, there's kind of intruders, but you don't really know what they want or what they're doing there. And at that point, you're kind of just like, wait, what's going on again? I'd say I'd give the book a 3.5 out of 5, because some parts were really interesting and other parts were just awful. The next book comes out next year, and I'm probably going to read it. I'm not sure. I'll have to see when it comes out. But thanks for watching my video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel.